Hi guys, half a year ago, around that, my old coffee roaster had died, broken, and there was a time for me to upgrade to another model. After quick research, I've decided to replace it with another version of FreshRoast roaster, and this model is called SR800. I want today to make a quick review of my experience with this model, what I like it and what I don't like about it. First of all, what I don't like. That was a question and issue with the previous model. It was another earlier version of FreshRoast, and this roaster is really fragile, and the whole construction is not rigid and stable. It consists of 3 or 4, if you say, parts. First is an engine, heater, fan, whatever. Then a glass chamber for coffee, and then a part which collect shaft when you roast your coffee. So the problem is that the construction is not stable, and the plastic which is done, it's high-grade plastic, but it's really fragile. And if you accidentally lose control of it, if it fall down, it will break. That was an issue with the previous model, and it's still the issue. And this is why all instructions and documentation are saying that when you move this roaster, move it by parts. Move it this part, then this part, and then this part. And this part, once again, it consists of 2 parts, bottom part and upper part. So be really careful, otherwise you will have it broken. I had to buy the whole upper component for my previous version because it was broken. My friend, he's bought, based on my advice, the same model. He likes it, but once again, while he was cleaning his roaster, accidentally he dropped this part, and now he has broken upper part. It's still functional, but it's not really pretty. So yes, please, if you decide to go with this model, be very careful and move it part by part. So this is really only bad things that I can say about this roaster. Now, what I like about it. First of all, it's powerful. It's really powerful, and with this model I could reach what I couldn't with the previous model. I could make a French roast of my coffee beans. So if you are not careful, you can really burn out your coffee beans. So be careful. And then because the heater here and fan is really powerful, you can get to the point faster than with the previous model. And another one, this glass container for coffee, now it can take half a pound of coffee beans. So yeah, for home consumption, it's really useful. I'm doing this, basically I'm doing 2 roasts for a week, and 1 pound it's enough for me to to survive. Another nice touch, this glass chamber, for cleaning purposes, you can separate it into parts, and now you can clean up bottom and upper part of it separately, and this is really good for maintenance. But once again, what you can find out, that if you are not careful, this could separate while you have your coffee in this glass chamber, and then you will have to collect all these beans from the floor. And once again, another one. What I don't like, when you roast your coffee, not all chaff is being collected in this part. Some of the really small part is moving out. Not a big deal. So yeah. Returning to what I like about it. It has a temperature control, and when you roast your coffee, you can control over speed of your fan, then power of the heating element, and there is a sensor which indicates the current temperature, which is used for roasting your beans. And this is really useful. I'm using this all the time because the usage of this roaster really depends on your power in your power sockets, and because it's a household, from it could be lower or higher, and because of that, when you know exactly what temperature is being used, it can produce you more better quality roasted beans. Another good point about this, because it's really not breaking your bank. It's still pricey, but comparing to other coffee roasters, I was considering Genie Cafe. I think another one is how it's called, something like bench, but it's really more expensive. So yeah, I'm using this for half a year already. This is a really good machine, and I highly recommend it. Now it's time to make some beans. For the roasting, it's good to be consistent. I'm normally using 225 grams of beans. Too much. Okay, 225. It's ready to be used. And another detail, please don't use extension cords. This cable needs to be plugged directly into the power socket. Let's set it up. We turn it on. My starting setup is 20 minutes on the power 7. The power could be going from 1 to 9, and fan speed is 9. Once again, it could be from 1 to 9. I have muted the clip because machine is noisy. I don't want you to hear all this noise. The procedure or recipe is really easy. First 2 minutes you need to dry the beans. So on high speed of fan with the power not really important. I'm using the level 7. It goes for 2 minutes. After that, I'm turning fan volume to 7, and then it continues to roast the beans on the lower fan speed, which brings temperature of the roasting to a high level. It goes on the level 7 for 2 minutes, then I'm switching to fan value number 6, and then watching the color of the beans. Usually the whole process of roasting takes 10 minutes. After that, it's time to
cool down. So I'm selecting, checking what I have right now, clicking run cool. It's switching to the cooling mode, and then I'm maximizing the fan speed and wait till the process will be over. It will take 3 minutes.
The roast is done. Now let's see how much weight is lost. Remember, it was 225, now it's 186. Normally I would go with 188 or 192 depending on the process for of the type of beans. Is it washed, is it natural, or whatever. And now we need to cool it down. So we just put these beans in here, spread it evenly, and they're not hot, they're warm. And now what we need, just to leave it this way for 6 hours, then place it into the jar and use it after 3 or 7 days. You see, the color is even, the beans are beautiful, and I'm so sorry they cannot, you cannot feel the smell of it. This is it, guys. 10 minutes, and from green beans we came to beautiful, nicely roasted, smelly, beautiful beans, coffee beans. As I said, you should better use it in after 3 or even 7 or 10-14 days of rest. Definitely you don't want to use it right away, but if you want, you can use it and taste it. And yeah, one more thing that I wanted to add: this glass chamber, its transparency helps you really well to control roasting of your beans. Now I need to wait half an hour till this roaster will cool down. It's recommended that you need to wait at least 30 minutes between roasts, and then roast again or clean it up. This is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, click like, subscribe, if not dislike, put your comments, and see you next time. Thank you guys. Bye bye.